Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel on my road to 2000. This is going to be day 246. After getting a new peak a few days back, it is now turning into a bit of a slide, and we've lost a fair few games now. So we're just going to try and get back on track and just see what happens today. But either way, let's just enjoy it. Okay, 1758. It's not the end of the world. It really isn't. I didn't expect to just blitz up to 1800. Would have been nice. Okay, English. Here we go. C4. Do you know what? I mean, I've been trying to do different variations with the English as well lately. I've been doing a bit of studying with it, but I think I'm going to go back to basics. I think I'm going to go back to kind of the regular setup I was used to, just for the time being. And maybe practice my new variations on a different website rather than on my account where I'm really trying to sort of progress. Okay, so here we go. Usual kind of setup. And also finding it as well in terms of time. The past couple of games, I just kind of lost a lot of time. So I need to maybe up the time and see maybe 15-minute games. Okay, so they do this. Now we're just going to make sure that we'll meet them there. So we'll go B1 and make sure that make sure as well that the bishop can't look at us at some point. Okay, so that's fine. If they want to do that, centralize the rook. Well, just get it out of the corner. And somebody asked me when I was streaming the other day, why do I like this setup? And I couldn't quite answer. I was saying, well, I quite like the way it kind of develops my pieces. But I think the main thing I like about it is quite slow, but I like the familiarity of it all. It's very, very kind of just used to it, which I don't think is a good enough reason to sort of stick with something. So do I want them to move? We can just get them away. Let's push them away. They have to go back to one of these squares. Now it's time for us to develop some pieces as well, and maybe start pushing through in the middle. It's not the worst setup, to be fair, and I have won quite a few games like this, so right. I don't want them pushing, or do I? If they push, then I can just jump in here, everything closes up, gets very interesting then, or do I push forward myself? We've got 1, 2, 3 defenders on this square. If they want to take, we'll take back, fair enough. Maybe rooks come off. Gets a little bit messy, but okay, so we do this then. Take with the... Ooh, nearly messed up there. Okay, now do I have to worry a little bit? Maybe because of this, because if they take and I take back, they take, I take, and then things get into trouble. Right, let's just move this out of the way for the time being. Because they're currently looking at it, potentially twice. They could probably even take this. So I need to come back, make sure these two are both looking after each other. Yeah, they do that. Now, what are they? So they win the pawn. Now, am I best just to take, and then they take? Or do I just come back, except I've lost the pawn? No, because they're still eyeing this up twice. Gonna take. What do they take with? Like so. So we're gonna come in and hit them twice. Do we just take? It invites their bishop in. Then I've got to move. Oh, blimey. Right, okay. So look, basically, if they take, we take, and then there's all this tension there. Queen defends this b1 square just in case things happen. Wow. Okay, what's that? Just looking at this pawn. Protect it. Need to get this knight developed. So if they take now, can't just take back, but I think they may just try and push forward here, just because I would have liked this move next. I think I'm just going to take. Always keeping my eye on things, so that square where the king is would have been quite nice. Now they're looking at that, so I kind of have to protect, I guess. What about rook b7? Do we still want to try and get this in? I think looking after the pawn was the best thing first. They may try and just... We come in here and they squeeze us out. That doesn't work. We come in here. They just maybe move. Plenty of things they could do. Right, okay. Let's just get this in here. We take. They hit our queen. So that's probably not the best idea. Can we just jump in here and hit them? It's kind of risky. It's really risky. But look, let's be honest. I'm just in a bad situation. It don't look good for me at all. That's a horrible position. Right, they've offered me a draw, and I'm going to take it. I'm also going to ask why. Yeah, they're just winning. They're 1.3 up. I mean, at 1.1. They're winning 1.1. They've just said after. So maybe they thought they saw something. Or maybe maybe they've got plans. Maybe they've got stuff to do, but either way, knight b3, rook c7. I think they thought it was equal, but I listen. I'm taking their position all day long, but computer says it's yeah. Okay, fair enough. GG. Yeah, bizarre, but see if they want a rematch. Let's see what happens. But yeah, it's quick look at the game review while they get back to us on that one. So I played with 83.3, they played with 85.6. There really wasn't much in it at all. Yeah, I pushed the wrong time. Oh, queen up. I'm never going queen d2. And then they just open up and they chip away in the middle, and it's just... So I opened up at the wrong time, and then everything just goes Pete Tong. So that's interesting. So were they thinking something like this? I don't know. I don't know. It was interesting. I mean, I'd have been intrigued to see where that kind of ended, but okay. So look, gonna jump into one more there. They didn't want a rematch. Well, they didn't get back to me, so let's just jump on it. Okay, well, here we go again. English, still 1758, and see what we can do this time. have I messed this up already? It's their move order. I've been trying different things. Oh, this game. Gotta love it. Right, okay, now just develop like we do. Night out. I want to keep the tension. If they take, gets my bishop onto a nicer diagonal. Is that just not a free pawn? That could potentially be protected. Maybe. Oops. If they take, I'm just going to probably take the queen out of there now. Interesting. So they're hitting this twice now. So I guess I could just defend like so. I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Now obviously if they say it was my go now, I would take. They take. Wow, so they're hitting it again. I'm gonna... I've got to say goodbye to that. Now they'll take the bishop first, but we also hit... Okay, so... Can I now... I've got to be careful because of this situation as well, but... What about a jump in here? Am I looking at anything? Two things under attack, so... Do we jump in here? It's just risky, isn't it? I mean... Don't mind being down the exchange that much. I might just jump in here, save stuff, and let them take. Now stuff's going down here, so basically lose on the exchange, take back. Ideas of this hitting the queen, just taking them out. Okay, so I've got to say goodbye to that first. Now they can win this pawn. Do I just then take them out? Was that a really nice knight? They can actually take this pawn. Yeah, I've got to say goodbye to that. It's got to go. Okay, now come in here. If they push, there's a fork. So we're coming in. We're coming in. Why not? What have I got to lose? Hey, it's only ELO. It's only ELO, but I just really want it. Give me that elo. So they'll probably push me with the H pawn. Makes much more sense. If they do nothing, bishop f3. If they take this pawn. Wow. Okay. Jump in now. They may try and come in here. If they do, I just take. Separates my pawns, which is really annoying, but so if they push, I've got a safe spot. So that's actually a good move, that, isn't it? Oh, they can come in here. Hitting both things. Knight b4. Rook d1. They take. Take with the rook, they take, we take. Messy, eh? Messy, messy, messy. Can't we just transport my my queen over here and threaten to come in with some sort of mate? Oh, this game. How do those 2000s do it? Does that do me any good at all? Take a pawn out, lose 2 pieces. Doesn't really help, does it? Let's be honest. What about take it out with check? They take. What about I come in here for a fork? Doesn't really work. They can probably just take. I take. I've got nothing. I've got nothing. Nada. In fact, hang on. If I jumped in, I'm just gonna, I don't know. Hit the rook. Queen takes. I can't afford, I mean, this is just looking so bad. I've got to come back. Gonna lose a piece. We're gonna lose my pawn. Yeah, there it comes. Gonna have to get out of the way. Maybe if I push forward, takes, queen comes in. Yeah, let's just do this. Queen comes in. There we go. Lovely. GG. I think queen's going to take here. Queen's going to take the pawn. C4. Actually, it doesn't help them because I still take that pawn on H6. So they'll probably close it down. Okay. If they take, have I got time? They may try and push forward. If they do, can I take? But knight defends. Yeah, I think that's probably a good move. No, yeah, it is. It's fine. But then if I push up, see, this is the problem. I can't check. And if I take, what about taking? Now, obviously, if they take, we just check. Queen might come back now. Why did I not see that? If they could just move that out the way, please. We're going to jump in like so. It would love for them to sort of just move this out the way. Does that work now? So close yet so far. It's got to be knight in this way then, doesn't it? If they take, I take with... Now that is on. No, it's not. But I take with check. Now, if they try and block, that is another check. Rook blocks. I check. Queen takes. I take. They take. They mate. Do I just take a pawn or do I just jump in for another check? If I do this, then what? What do they do? I mean, to be fair, actually, I can't do that because queen can just take. And if I take, they mate. I've got to make a little bit of breathing room for the king. Okay, that at least pins them. Wow. Okay, so at the moment, bishop protects. So if I jump in here like so, we're going for it. Going for it, guys. Ideas of a check. That's the only move, mate. Out of the way. They can actually defend that now, can't they? This, then what? Do they just take? Check, come back. It's got to be the move. They can sack. No, they can't sack because they're pinned. Ah, time. I think there, say they had taken the bishop. We would have come in for the check. That's their only move. Then it's mate. There was no other check. I mean, I thought they could maybe do that, but it doesn't work because obviously they're pinned. Computer's got me 1.5 up. Let's have a quick little look at the game review. Okay, now 69.1. They played with 64.3, and they had 3 blunders. Anyway, that is the end of the losing streak. And that's really good because it just seemed like I was losing every game for a few games. But, oh man, this game. Happy about that anyway. Look, we'll take it. If you notice, my variation's like, well, it's different. I've been looking at different things. And I think if I'm going to progress to 2000, forget 1800 for a minute, then I need to start applying this now rather than later down the line when I'm just getting thumped. So that's why I'm doing stuff differently now. So we'll probably see me go back to my old stuff as well at some point, but we need to see different sort of variations. Otherwise, you're just going to sort of get stale. Worried here. Why does that work? I'm winning 2.8 here. But look, they're attacking me once, twice, 3 times. And this blocks it off, doesn't it? So here the best move was, but why is that good? I don't see it. I get that for the time being, but what about if they just push? Then I'm winning 3.5. Is that because I can just take? Say they take back, I take here. We're out of danger. Yeah. Wow. Anyway, back to the review. Back to the horror show. Now, I just took. Now we're losing 1.8, but it's not over. Wait, excuse me? Oh, okay, cool. You come in with the fork, and if they take, you take back. So win back a pawn and win back a rook. Tidy. Still wants it. Still wants it. I love it. Now, that is the blunder. I actually thought that was probably the best move, but it turned out it wasn't, because I can just take the pawn now. But obviously this wasn't quite on, because say... Yeah, they couldn't take like this, because then I just take with check and then just win the knight. But yeah, he wants the queen back. .3 up. But then show me the tactic. So it just wants me to gobble up all those pawns. Okay. That also makes sense. Now that's a blunder. Why? Because we can just... Okay. That. Fair enough. We're winning 5.6. Doesn't like that at all. But hang on a minute. Oh, because we can do it now. We can do it now. But wait a minute. So if we do this, queen takes, we take, they take, and we're just... Oh no, they can't. They're pinned. For God's sakes. Right, okay, so... Now I can do it. Now I can do it. What do? They're pinned. Maybe they try and pressure... That's the best move. Next best move is check again. Look out. And then what? Check again? Oh, cool. Wow. Anyway, look, we see what happened, and that's the end of our losing streak. So hopefully onwards and upwards. And the video's gone down. So if you're seeing... Oh my gosh, I've just realized now. So where's the video gone to? Video capture device. Right, okay, I don't know what's happened there, guys. But anyway, look. Hope you guys... Oh my god. How much are we... How much did we miss of that? Anyway, it is what it is. Bye-bye.